And we're out of here at the property. Brandon's here. We got MJ here. He's on a YFZ 450. And Brandon's getting ready. I'm gonna do a little bit of test and tuning. We was out here the other day with this one and ran it out of gas. Started spitting and sputtering, so we fill it full of gas. And then the 1000 is over there. We got it sitting up on concrete. Gonna do some ride height. Maybe some crossover changes in the front. He's not really caring the way it dives into a corner, so I'm going to put a few motos on this one, hopefully before it starts raining. We heard some thunder in the background, so hopefully we can get some ride time in before it starts flooding again for some reason. Decides to rain down here every day, but it hasn't rained down here since we was here the other day. I mean, it's extremely dusty, so maybe it's dried up a little bit. So Brandon, what about you? You ready?
I think so.
Ready to ride out? When are you getting your haircut? Is a girlfriend like it, or is it just time, or is it just like the style?
I'm gonna get one, but
yeah, between that and your beard.
Thought about growing it out.
Is it like the girlfriend likes it or what?
I think she likes it.
Okay.
I hope so.
All right. Well, not me, because I mean I'm bald headed, dude. I don't have hair like that. I only dream of that. All right, so we're gonna cut it off. We're gonna go over here and see if we can't set some ride height right quick on this other quad, and then he's gonna get out there. We got another rider out here riding too. Jackson, the little Pee-wee quad. He's on a hybrid today, so we'll get some footage of him coming through. So we're gonna go see if we can tear up some dirt. So MJ. Boys are just letting them warm up. Got the YFZ 450 here. We just got done doing the ride height and did a few adjustments on that. The ride height actually wasn't that far off on that. So we just made some compression changes. This is Brandon. Obviously, I think he's gonna take this one for a few laps, easy, just to see if that helps change some stuff, and then he'll come back and get on the 850, which is considered our practice bike. This is actually a race bike, so this is the one that he's going to be racing. This is MJ. He come off of a bad shoulder injury, so he's turning some of the first laps today after that injury. So yeah. I think this should be Brandon. Yep, Brandon coming here. So we got Brandon on the 1000, and then we'll have MJ. MJ's on a YFZ 450. He's also a GNCC rider, races in the junior class in the morning. He is 16 now, so he's able to look to ride the 450. So but he's just coming off of a shoulder injury, breaking his collarbone. He had purchased that bike from Brandon, and literally like the first or second ride on it, he ended up catching a hole and breaking his collarbone. So he's been out for a while. And today's some of the first times that I've seen him ride it, and we're still waiting on Jackson. He's on a Raptor 125 hybrid with an RM85 dirt bike, Suzuki dirt bike motor on it. And this will be some of the first laps that he's turned on this particular quad. Just got it, so I can hear him coming. But this will be the first time that he's been on this quad here. We'll wait on him and see him come by here. He normally rides a DRR 70 CVT in GNCC. We got Terry out here. Got the loaded shotgun, and then he's out trimming logs and stuff. It's real wet out here, so he's actually putting some of the logs in some of the crossings so the kids can get over without tearing the quads up. So here comes Jackson here. We heard him coming. He's got a couple corners and they'll be right here. This is a Raptor 125 frame with a RM85 dirt bike motor in it. Yeah, I would say he's doing pretty good. All right, so we got Brandon. We're going to be coming back around, but we'll move around. Gonna head back up to camp. A couple of the riders had some brake problems, and gonna try to go up here, and they're gonna bleed their brakes out. So Brandon is now on the 850. Didn't really like the changes that we just did to the to this particular quad, the 1000 that I'm on. He really didn't like it. So, not sure what we're going to do with it yet, but we're going to head back up to camp, see if I can make sure I'm not in Brandon's way. Should be coming up. Anyway, the track is a lot drier. Certainly a lot drier today than it was. Up here and see the guy that'll be wrenching. What do you think, Hot Rod? You like it?
He said, wow, it wears me out.
It wears you out?
Chuck, will you watch that reservoir?
Yeah. Watch the reservoir.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jack, you want to hold it for me, buddy? Sure. I saw some nasty stuff come out, Chuck.
Yeah. This all looks clean here.
You're not even on it. All the way on. Push. There you go. Ready, Chuck?
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, it's still full.
I'll follow.
All right, where?
You on the shifter?
I'll follow you for 2 of them.
Wow, I've never seen you.
Is he done? So Jackson was riding the hybrid and decided to get back on the 125 and do a few laps, and he bumped his wrist. So, and it's getting late too. We were involved in a moto. Brandon's still out doing a moto. He's getting ready to come by here. He's back on the Can-Am 1000. We've been working on the suspension a little bit, and we adjusted some more stuff in it. And his complaint is it's just not turning very good. It feels like it's pushing on him. So we adjusted the toe, towed it in, and then also we adjusted the rear shocks to give him a little bit, you know, some dive into the corner. And what he's practicing on now is he's trying to back up the corner instead of driving in so deep, trying to back up the corner a little bit and make it turn a little bit better. Although it's costing him a little bit of time. We're just trying to figure out if it's something that he's maybe doing, or maybe it's a quad or shock issue. But this is MJ here. So MJ's not been on a 450 very long. He purchased a 450 from Brandon probably 3 months ago, and then immediately was on it at a practice right after he got it from Brandon, and ended up breaking his collarbone. So went through some surgery, and he's still hurt, and but this is his first time out riding, and he looked very good. And we're just going to get a few words with him. What do you think, MJ? Do you feel okay? Did it act all right?
It feels great. Did a little bit of adjusting in between motos with the steering stabilizer, a few shock things, but in between my house and here, can't get much better. I mean,
yeah. So
once I'm back to full race pace, I'll be able to adjust a little bit more. But for now, it feels great.
Yeah. So we adjusted his steering stabilizer. Brandon likes running them really tight. He likes them a little bit looser, so we adjusted that. That certainly helped him out a little bit. And then we had an issue. He thought maybe the clutch was slipping, so we adjusted the clutch cable and give him a little bit more slack, and it seemed to be a lot better for him. So and it is still a little bit wet out here. You can see the water on the quads, so it is a little bit wet. How's your shoulder feeling?
Feels pretty good.
Okay.
I did 1 5-lap moto, and then this last one I followed him for a lap, and then I did 3 laps by myself, and about 3/4 of the way through that last one I felt a little sore, so I decided to pull off and call it a day. Don't want to injure it more than it already is. Yeah,
now, and what's going to happen is you're not riding the first GNCC as of right now. The doctor doesn't really want you to ride September 11th. It is as of right now. So the doctors want him to heal up. So he will be at the first FTR, which is the week later. I think it's the 18th of September, I think. So, and you are riding this quad at FTR, yeah. We got Brandon coming back, so it's going to be a little bit noisy here for a second. So in FTR, MJ, what class are you going to be riding in?
I'm going to be racing B class.
Okay.
Mainly for the fact of, you know, it's an AMA officiated series, so
yeah.
If I were to race A class at FTR, I'd have to race A class at GNCC, and I just don't have the speed for that. I don't think I'm sandbagging because it is my first year on a 450, so in all reality, I should be sitting in C class, but going to B class, going to give it a shot. I have a few goals that I won't share quite yet, but
yep.
I have some things working in my head.
Okay, good. And of course, it's a lot of work. You know what I mean? So 450 is a whole different animal. MJ rides in the junior class and the 250 class. It's a 250 class, but what is it? It's a junior 250 or something. Yes. Yeah, junior 250. Schoolboy junior, yeah.
Compared to schoolboy seniors.
Yes, correct. So but anyway, so that's MJ. He looked really good today. I thought that it looked like he was ready to beat out. So anyway, he's going to give the shoulder some more time and heal up a little bit. All right, I'm going to show you guys some more of the track here. But it is hot down here. But we've had a good, I think a good session. We've adjusted a few things on all 3 4-wheelers with all the 3 riders here, and Brandon seems to be doing a lot better on the 1000. We've been chasing some stuff on it, and he hasn't really liked it. But this last little moto that he's doing right here is certainly he looks a lot better. Look at these berms. So the berms are railing up. This is some of the Florida stuff here. This is certainly what that we have down here, but it's a pretty good straightaway here. So anyway, but he's gotten it appears it's a lot better. We've not spoke with him. He's into a moto right now, so he's not going to stop unless he has an issue. But to us, it appeared that he's squaring corners better. The quad just looks like it's turning a lot better to us. So we'll have to wait and see. If not, we'll wrench on it some more. It's not an issue. He's been doing this since he's 5 years old. He knows the feel that he wants, and you know, it's our job to try to figure that out for him. So but anyway, I'm excited for him. You know, he actually looks really good on it. So we come out to ride the 850 quite a bit today, but turns out we've been wrenching on this 1000 and trying to get it better. He's coming here, so let me jump out of the way. Okay, so it looked pretty good there. Like I say, I'm excited to see what he says, because it sure looks a lot better to us. And the lap times, where we try to keep a lap time count on these kids, or these guys out here, including Brandon, he's a kid of course, just to try to give them an idea, and we try to write them down, and then that way the kids know if they're getting better or whatever. The track condition changes, we know that, and but for the most part it just gives them an idea, you know, about you know, how they're doing, and that kind of stuff. And it's getting sort of late, getting dark, or getting close to being dark, so we're about to wrap it up. I don't know, he's got another 10 or 12 minutes in his practice session here, but and then we'll go home and clean the bikes up and wrench some more, and evaluate, you know, where he's at and what he wants to do. But anyway, it's September 11th is our first race at GNCC back. We got four more races to do to close out the 2021 season, and he's sitting 4th in points right now. Had a bad race in snowshoe, got 0 points. Just made a terrible mistake. Snowshoe Mountain in West Virginia, he come into a corner and smashed the brakes and got in too hot, and it just skidded right off and tore up the bike quite a bit. B&R Motorsports hooked us up with all the new A-arms and ball joints, everything in the front end of the 850 that he's been racing, so it's ready to go. But anyway, got 0 points for that race. That hurt. He went into the race 2nd in points, come out 4th in points. So no drops in GNCC Pro 4x4. So that hurt. So we got some making up to do. So he's getting ready to come back through here. Short laps today. It's a little water crossing here. He normally, and he is supposed to take it easy in this because we are out here just practicing, so. And I assure you that he's probably going to take it easy. Yeah, he is. No sense in hurting anything. And I saw a thumbs up. So thumbs up means maybe pretty good. So he looks very good. The quad sounds really good. And he looks very comfortable on it. So I'm interested to see what he says. I think we've got it the best. Now it appears, in my eyes, it appears to be the best it's been. And I've been chasing this thing for a while, a couple weeks, but been concentrating a lot on it. And back at the shop working, which I'm gonna get some videos of us working in the shop so you guys can see my shop and watch us wrenching on stuff and all that. But this is all we do. We live, eat, and sleep this, and we're very, very passionate about what we do here, and we want to have good results. good results takes a lot of work. So the work's not the problem. We don't mind putting in the work. We just gotta concentrate and you know, just think about what we're doing and just go in the right direction. So anyway, we'll cut this thing off and we'll watch some more of these laps coming through here. All right, we're standing around here with all the racers and they are done practicing. You see the sunset between the trees over there? That means it's getting dark. It's almost so dark we can't see out here, but maybe don't look like the camera. How was your ride, Jackson?
Good.
And you rode the RM85 shifter and you rode a Raptor 125.
First moto on the shifter.
Yep. First moto on the shifter. Got some work to do to it, but we'll get after it. Lost some rear brakes early. Bled the brakes, replaced the fluid, still has the same problem. So we got some problems going on there, although Jackson rode his butt off and had a great time. And you look good. MJ had a great time. Shoulder's a little bit sore, which is understandable. And he's gonna take the next couple days, wash and clean his bike, maintenance some stuff on it that we discussed, and gonna be back out here to do some more testing and prepare for FTR September 11th, which is the first round. Brandon has rode 2 bikes today. This one a lot more. This is the 1000. The 850 is in the up at the trailer. This is the one we've been working on suspension and trying to get it a little bit better. Got brand new suspension on it, so better, worse, what?
It did a lot better today. Did a lot of changes on it, front and rear, and actually ended up being way off than what we thought. So when we changed that kind of stuff, it made the bike do a lot of things different, which felt a lot better today.
It actually looked really good back there in the back and the rail stuff. Now, you know, when it rails up, when all this berms up, all this sand, it makes the quad handle a little different, and it doesn't show some of the suspension problems in it. So we're gonna bring a skid steer out and get some of this graded out. But you look very good over there, but there's some rough stuff back here in the back that he's still complaining a little bit about. So we'll go back to the shop and do some wrenching and get these bikes cleaned up, and we'll get back out here and do some more testing and get prepared. Brandon's first race is September 11th in Beckley, West Virginia. So we just got a few weeks left, not long, and to get this thing turned around and get it prepped up.
Till race time.
3.5 weeks, and Terry's ripping ready to go. He's got all the mini quads all put together, and kids are ready to ride out. Nah, I don't think so. He's in the same way with me. Still got a lot of work to do. The work never stops. When you want to be a champion, the work never stops. So we'll go home and do some more work and get back out here and sling some more dirt.